JC Premier presents Life. These are real-life stories of the distributors of JC Premier, overcoming struggles and hardships. The good life that dreams will always be as real as you believe it to be. Embrace it. Believe. Life is a journey, not a destination. This is the Good Life Stories. This is Raymond Rhyme Tudtud. He grew up in a very poor family in southern Leyte. He grew up in a very small bamboo house, and there are 3 siblings in the family. Even if he was born poor, he never stopped dreaming, which is why at a young age, he already worked so he can supply his own school needs. He wanted to finish college because he don't want life to remain like what he had experienced. It's very difficult being poor. His parents always told him to study hard because they can't leave anything to him. His father stopped schooling. He only reached second year high school. He worked as a carpenter. Meanwhile, his mother was a high school graduate. They couldn't find decent jobs. His mother opted for selling different things like fish in the market, candy in his school, banana queue, and many others, so that they will have some food in the table. He studied hard to be able to finish high school. He studied hard to get good grades. Even when they had no power at home, he studied harder and harder. From elementary to high school, they didn't have electricity. But this wasn't an obstacle for him in getting good grades and a diploma. In college, he worked in the fast food industry. He worked in the service crew. He worked for Jollibee, Dunkin' Donuts, and Chowking so that he can earn money for his tuition fee. He realized it's difficult having no money. He always took his exams alone because he always used promissory notes during exam. His sisters helped him financially. One even stopped schooling. She worked as a sales lady in the mall so he can graduate first. His father worked so hard too so he can contribute to his tuition. They all help one another so that he can graduate college. If he could turn back time, he would. He remembered back then, his father wanted a watch. He vividly remembered the brand, Seiko 5. He told him, "When I become an engineer, I'll give you a watch, no problem." But a year after their conversation, his father passed away. He couldn't give him the watch he wanted. If he could go back in time, he can give him the watch he wanted now. But he's not here anymore. That's why for him, time is the most important thing. Because if you lose time, you can't rewind it. After college, he was excited to look for good jobs and opportunities, so he can improve his life. One day, a friend invited him into JC Premier and brought into the office. That's where everything started. He discovered JC Premier and his life changed. Of course, it wasn't easy at first. It was his first time to operate a franchise, and he had challenging time selling beauty products like soaps and napkins. He thought he couldn't do it, but he persevered. He studied the products and the business. He attended seminars until he mastered them. JC Premier is a big blessing in his life, he said. He hit lots of incentives after just 1 year. Just like the chance to travel, he always thought he wouldn't be able to travel. His first travel in JC Premier, they went to Hong Kong and Macau. Everything was free, all expenses paid. He was so amazed. The hotel was first class and they didn't pay any cent. He was afraid it was one-time thing, but there was next time. He got all travel incentives offered by JC Premier. He also went to Taiwan and Singapore. And the good news, he didn't just get to travel, but he got to experience the good life. Everything he dreamed of before, when he had nothing, is slowly becoming a reality. He got a brand new Montero Sport. He couldn't believe that he would be an owner of a car, because before he didn't even have a bicycle. He said he's so lucky he met the company JC Premier that changed his life. He said thank you to the owners, to Boss Jonathan and Boss Carlito. Thank you so much. And of course, thank you to God for giving him all the blessings. And to everyone, welcome to the good life. Thank you, JC Premier. This company is a channel of blessing to everyone who dreams. Success is where opportunity meets strong will. And this is his good life story.